Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back playing some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is Ashen in his T-62A. This is obviously a tier 10 game on Wakefield. Before we get actually into the gameplay, firstly, I do want to say that this blackness, it's a replay glitch. I got really confused because I have tried to fix it like 4 or 5 times. And when I play live games, it's not there. And it only occurred to me the other day that it must be a replay glitch. As during live games, I'm fine. I can see all the names of the tanks because that's actually what's black. It can't find whatever the tank name is, so it just puts null and black in there for me. Anyways, and then of course, so if you want to talk to me, Facebook, Twitter, Duckster links are all in the description below. My Twitch stream link is also in the description below. And if you want to see me stream anything, follow me on Twitter. I always put out Twitter notifications when I'm streaming. If you want the best spotting here, Ash, you're going to have to get into that bush. So you can sit here and use it for cover while looking at stuff. What else did I want? Oh, if you want to support the channel, as always, the best way to do so is to like any videos you enjoy. Now, into the gameplay. So, one thing I forgot to mention. What's this one? Over there, we have platoon mates ioSeth, and Ronick is back there. So these guys are a platoon. It looks like Ronick is currently AFK. But, I'm sure he'll get into the game. Ooh, nice shot into the E75. That guy's going to be feeling some pain. And the fact that the enemy team only has 3 heavies, one of which is top tier, means that every single bit of damage they sustain before getting to the city... you just shot a house, Ash. Every bit of damage they sustain before getting to the city is 1 point damage they could not afford to take. So that's good. That will help out our team substantially. Now this STB1... probably assumes he's in cover, doesn't realize he is lit, and there goes our Conqueror. Okay. Well, that was fast. And now we're down a Conqueror. And settling the damage the E75 took doesn't look all that problematic. Now, the enemy T-71 is in the city for reasons I do not understand. There is no good reason ever have a scout tank in the city on Lakeville. That's his encounter and you have to reset the cap, or you need to cap out. That's the only reason. Or, you know, for the start of the game, there's no good reason to have scout tanks in the city. They need to be on the road, and then once the road is dealt with, usually about the 10 to 8 minute mark, somewhere in there, then you can go ahead and run it wherever you want. Unfortunately, we are currently losing our base as I didn't see what went valley, but I get the feeling that it may have only been a Conqueror. And so when he died, our entire valley collapsed, and they pushed through with what it looks like 3 tier 10s. Now Ash isn't actually in cover here. He's using the ground as whatever cover he can find, and he's sniping at cupolas in order to try and push the enemy tanks back. He has a Bulldog closing in on him, but that's not really a threat. Bulldog can do a lot of damage, but it really has to shoot at his sides and rear to do that. So as long as he keeps track of the Bulldog, he is perfectly fine in killing it. However, he does need to get a damaging shot in fast. Okay, E4 is taken out. You'll note he's switching targets to the IS-7 and must have damaged the track on the IS-7. Now he switches back to the E4. That was a silly target to shoot at. The turret on the E4 is way bouncier than you ever think it should be. Now he's trying to get a shot in on the Jag Panther. He does manage to damage his track. Jag Panther had all the cap points at that point, needed to be damaged in order to reset the cap. And you'll notice he's just cycling through these guys. He went E4, IS-7, and then back to the E4. Or, sorry, E4, IS-7, Jag Panther E100, and then back to the E4. And now he's hit the IS-7 again. And now he's going to look to hit the Jag Panther, as that was the next target with the most on it. Just took a Jag Panther E100 shot off what was probably his turret and gun mantle. When he zooms out, I will take a look at that. Nice job. Unfortunately, IS-7 puts one through him. Where'd that go through? That must have been a gold round right through there. And one of these, that was probably the Jag Panther E100 shell right there. Good job. That probably pissed off the Jag Panther E100, because it's not that the Jag Panther isn't normally a tank that bounces off. He can miss, but he rarely bounces off things. And now Seth is back here to help with the defense. Unfortunately, it just realized that the rest of our team has vanished. While Ash has been holding off this attack, the rest of our team has apparently run into death and committed suicide, more or less. Now, with Seth's support, the two of them are dishing out enough damage to keep these guys off the cap. But... ow! Well, Ash is in some pain now. And, I mean, the upside is that, yeah, Jag Panther 100 is dead. The IS-7 is about to follow. Downside is that if anybody even, like, flicks a bead in his general direction, Ash is dead. Now, you can see him telling the entire enemy team that this is my cap, get off, stay off. You know, you're not allowed here. Now, unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess is what I meant to say, we do have one tier 10 heavy tank left. So, three of these guys are grouping together nicely, and they're going to stay grouped up. Now, the reason they want to stay grouped up is apparently, I know nothing apparently like that. But anyways, the reason they want to stay grouped up is so that, yeah, when they run into the Jag Tiger and the enemy artillery, they have the ability to defend each other, and, you know, so somebody's always going to have a shot. Whereas if they get spread out, they can get picked off. However, because they know exactly where both enemies are, Ash can do things like this. No one could have even seen that shot coming. He just gets killed. Now, Ash can't... there's no way... oops, okay. So there's no way Ash was going to get over to the FV in time down here. So instead of trying to actually run down this way, he's using this laser on his minimap. I know he's got one. This isn't just my mod. I know he has one on his. And he's going to line it up with the enemy artillery. And then he's going to guess elevation. And unfortunately for him, Seth took the shot first, got the kill. But if he hadn't, then Ash would have fired at where he guessed the enemy was. Would have put a shot in. And I've gotten many kills that way. It doesn't always work. It actually works about 20 to 30% of the time. But it's always worth putting in a shot if you know you're never going to reach the target in time, or the target needs to be taken out, and you might as well fire a couple blind shots to see if that can happen. It's worth noting. If you don't have a minimap mod that gives you a laser, I recommend that you go and find one and figure out how to install it. They're really easy to install these days, and it will help you out a lot. Unfortunately, I can't remember if the base version of World Tanks gives you a minimap laser or not. I know that now it gives you the last known location of each enemy tank, which is something that my minimap mods have been for a while. so I tend not to notice when it's installed in the actual game. 2800 experience with premium with a daily double, earning him his mastery badge second class. Fighter, shell-proof, duelist, fire for effect, of course, also the defender and high caliber. This was a great game. I kind of want to see what he. Right. Can't see what he did to these. But I'm sure that was probably a destroyed commander, considering the fact how many shots that Ash put into that commander's cupola. Line these up so we can see based on experience, which is really what matters. And wait. So for reasons I can't explain, this guy got more experience than Ash. Okay. I mean, I understand the 1,000 spotting damage, which Ash definitely didn't get, but that only puts him at 4,500 damage done versus 5.2 and medals. If somebody has any idea how this happens, then please tell me. It's not even like, I mean, if he got a bunch more kills than Ash did, I would understand that. But he didn't. He has 4 kills. Ash has 4 kills versus his 3. This makes no sense to me. And then, of course, the fact that I guess actually, you know what? If we flip back over here, no. I was gonna say maybe Ash put all his damage into low tier targets, but he only shot. I mean, I guess he did put a bunch of damage into the Bulldog, but the rest of it, like the STB1, I7, Prancer E100, E4, these are all tier 10 targets. I don't get it. Oh well, whatever. Doesn't matter. 27 shots fired, 18 hits. Now, or 18 penetrations. Now, I don't know if that counts tracking damage or not. Like if you just damage somebody's tracks but don't knock them off and don't actually score any damage on them, if that counts as a penetration. Either way, those shots were necessary for this 100 defense points earned. I'm starting to wonder if you can't earn more than 100 defense points anymore. I know you used to be able to. I do remember battles where I earned like 120 defense points. Base defense points. But maybe you can't do that anymore. Maybe it only goes up to 100 and then caps now. Anyways, 2,500 damage blocked by armor. Now, of course, at least 1,000 of that was a Jag Panther E100 shell that bounced off the top of his turret and into the sky and was never seen or heard from again. Now, that is all. Thank you so much, Ash, for staying this in. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night. This is ioEther out.